Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's good afternoon to one and all. It's HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia G-League Cycle 3, and yes, it's round 13, and I do believe that it's going to be game 2 between TurS Masters as well as OHPC. Definitely game 1 ended really prematurely. TurS Masters just got really easy gaming for them because they were like, it's just basics of HoN, you know, people just attack a tower, just gonna go back and defend it. It's not something whereby you can overextend, and they just overstayed their welcome down south, and it's a little bit regrettable to see that Team Legion was just all the way over. TurS Masters had a complete good game there. That's it, game 2 now well on the way, and it's gonna be, I hope it's gonna be a lot more exciting, and it's gonna mean a lot of coverage for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Do know it's again gonna be a replay cast. This game happened yesterday, so this is just EGTV as well as my effort to bring you guys a lot more coverage for HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia specifically. That's it. Now gonna go well into this game here. We do have TurS Masters now in the Hellborn side as well as Legion gonna be at OHPC. We hope that you guys will enjoy this game. This is Babael once again, and we hope you guys will have fun today. There we go. The first game is gonna. The second game is gonna be well on the way here. A little bit different from the first game, but it's gonna be a straight up ban on the Tempest. In the first game, we do see that Tempest wasn't banned. They do ban a really wide variety of heroes like Blitz and some of the other ones, which I don't really. Fun as well. Yeah, it's heroes that you don't really see there. So this game could be a little bit different. I hope that it would be standard and a little bit more typical. So we have the Tempest being banned out, and Hooky Hook, they know, I think that this is a targeted ban right now. They know that OHPC plays pretty good Blitz. That's the main reason why it's being banned away. Fate also going to be banned away, but the Keeper also going to be taken on by me. It's like, no, we're not going to play this big wombo combo anymore. Engineer. And they're going to go with the first pick Engineer. This seems a lot more legit to me, really.
Master of Arms.
Okay, straight up a split of the dual guns from Wild West. That's going to be Engineer as well as MOA. Each to each side, as well as the fact that Engineer is going to be at a Legion and MOA going to be with TurS Masters. That's it. I do wish for a interesting Bubbles pickup on Hellborn, because TurS Masters, you're gonna have to play with their mascot. At 5, 6, 7, 8, he plays really well with the Bubbles. I do believe that this could be the strategy for this game. But speaking of Bubbles, it doesn't go to Hellborn, it goes to Legion instead, and Tidy Maru there is gonna have the Bubbles, and that's a really good hero for them. Definitely works well with the Engineer, extra lockdown, and MOA now is gonna have to deal with a separate laning partner. Bubbles definitely will not lane with MOA for whatever reasons, but Bubbles definitely is going to go to the long lane. MOA was supposed to find someone else to lane the mid lane, and I'm just excited by this Kraken Shadow pick here. If it is going to be real, it could be big, because Kraken plus MOA, wow, a ton of damage there. Definitely the splash hits like a truck. Like a lot of water splashing to the face. It's like something that you don't want to face or rather enjoy. That being said, MOA is also a pretty reliable stunner with a nice point-click stun, so that's good to see. That's it. They're deciding between Rally, the Magmas. It's like, look like they're telling them, you know what, we can play any of this. It's always gonna be viable. I would like to see the Kraken. Please show us the sea monster. But other than that, we should be looking at that extra jungle perspective. And the biggest question now when you come to the draft is to always ask yourself if you want to play the jungle role. And it is highly reliant on the few strategy. Whether you are gonna have a suitable player to play the jungle role, number one. Number two, whether it's going to be an aggressive game or passive game, you're going to have to decide that one. If both teams have got jungle, it could be pretty fair, looking at a pretty late or rather pretty mid kind of game. However, if there is a dual support on one team, it's basically done. So this is what makes this entire game so far a lot more exciting. That said, the Kraken is going to be granted a reality there, as well as Pestilence is going to be picked up by OHPC. We've seen this on OHPC before. I don't believe it's really too successful, but I hope that they have changed since then. Torture going to be picked up by Hellborn. That's nice to see. Torture should be roaming as a dual support. That said, it's going to be Torture as well as MOA. That means that they are not going to go for the jungle role. And on Legion side, we have the Engineer, we have the Bubbles. That's really good. Bubbles is definitely going to the long lane. Engineer going to go to the mid lane with Pestilence. That's okay. They can still pick a jungle if they want to, and the Ophelia is still on the board. That's my thought right there. It could be the Parasite also, but Parasite needs to have really good execution. If not, it's not going to be effective. Sorry, man. CK doing a little bit of a cast here. That's it. Yep, we have second banning phase nicely well on the way here. We got Revenant being banned, the Sand River, the Pebbles, and the Scout also. Prison are going to be banned, that's pretty good. The Revenant and the Pebbles being banned. Well, I don't think it's good heroes that are being banned. They're banning out the meat heroes, but they've got a Kraken already, and maybe Kraken can go to the long lane. That could be the main reason why Legion was banning out all these mid lane heroes also. But I feel that Kraken in mid lane, you know, being played by MR was really effective. Also, Keizu plays it really well. Keizu, of course, on team TMSR, and that's going to be an international HoN. Maxi is going to be your engineer. I do believe he was playing the role previously. I don't really recall that, but his slot is going to be filled by engineer. But they did pick up a Glacius, and that was swapped. So Glacius is going to be the support coming from team OHPC. That's good. And then how about team? Only the dual support has been shown right there. And Hag is definitely good. I mean, who can say no to a Hag? A lot of AoE burst damage, or rather magical damage coming from this guy. Plus the fact that you got Torture to work around with. And that's good. And Kraken will provide a sizable amount of lockdown. I do believe they did have the bubbles. It's going to be a lot more effective. But they don't have that to work with, so it's a little bit sad to see. And OHPC, man, this draft looks really good. The Pestilence, the Glacius, the Bubbles, the Engineer may not have too much of a wombo combo. That's fair, but Engineer and Pestilence has got pretty good synergy there. As well as the fact that they do also decide to go for dual support, so that's what I like to see. No more jungle perspective. More teams these days are going for that. Bubbles going to go long lane. It's pretty easy to see that Glacius as well as Pestilence might be mid lane, or they could go do a tri lane and leave Pestilence to do mid lane by himself. But the biggest question right now is who's going to be the carry. If it's the Shadow Soul Reaper, it could be pretty different for them. And it really is whether... Oh my god, it's going to be a Berserker. I like that, but the problem is it going to tie nicely with this draft? And that's the question here, because if it's a Berserker, he needs lockdown for him to be effective. Hits like a truck, hits a ton, would be able to pick up very good items such as Hammer of the Black Legion, maybe moving into a little bit of the extra Elder Parasite and also Insanity Heroes. Those are good items for Berserker, but the problem is he needs farm for sure, number one. Number two, he needs lockdown. And looking at Team Legion, there is sufficient lockdown on Bubbles, on the Engineer, on the Pestilence, but the lockdown there isn't something that would be able to just lock people too long in place. It's like Engineer, yeah, you just box people in a little bit. That's okay. Maybe Berserker can land like sizable 1 or 2 hits. That's good. Also, same goes for Bubbles and Pepsi. There's no big tempers or stuff like that to lock them down. So Berserker would not have maximum efficiency in this game. That said, the last pick for Team Hellbound is definitely going to be the Ophelia. So they somehow decide to play the jungle again. Hooky Hook's going to be on that one. And I do believe that that means that we might see Ammo as a carry, and we could see Torture mid lane. I don't know, but Heck could be going to the long lane. Could be a viable draft again, or rather laning procedure coming from them. That's it. This is the second game, and we're looking at OHPC versus TurS Masters. This is Babael bringing you extra coverage for HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia. And it's the G League, and it is round 13, by the way. That's it. This is a replay cast because this is yesterday's game, and we're looking at Team Legion there. It's gonna be OHPC, and we do have Mei gonna be your Glacius this game. Tidy Maru gonna be on to the Berserker, as well as Panda Mak Rak, and he is gonna be your Pestilence. We do have Maxi, and he is gonna be your Engineer. Last but not least, Exodus gonna be playing in the short lane this time around, and they do decide to change around the lane a little bit. And Exodus there is gonna be your carry. Bubbles, not really sure about that, but he does play carry for a while now. So Tidy Maru is going to be playing carry. I don't know about this draft because I'm not really clear with OHPC's draft, or rather roster. So yep, that's it. We do have TurS Masters, the Cycle 1 champions, by the way. They're going to be on the Hellbound team, and Hooky Hook's going to be the captain as well as drafter. Here's your Ophelia. Look like Liv going to be playing in the long lane. That's going to be the Kraken. As expected, 5-6 seconds is going to be mid lane, and that's the MOA. Torture X and Z is going to be the secondary support, or rather going to be playing the mid lane, and we do have the Hack up north there. So it's nice to see that. Meanwhile, Ophelia is getting really butt raped here, and 1 against 3, there's no way he can run away. Berserker does help with the extra stun there, and Maxi is going to get the kill. So 1-0 before the horn even sounds here. Really nice to see that. That's it. Well, it's nice to see that definitely with the extra Hack pickup, things just changed around a little bit. I thought they're going to do a support, and a little bit disappointing to say that they are not. But with the Hack pickup, you know, things just shifted around that. Really like this Torture as well as MOA middle lane. I do believe it's really effective. Against the solo Pestilence, like I mentioned before, would be exceptionally good because Pestilence is a melee hero, and unlike the Pebbles, it doesn't have insane amount of auto attack damage right off the bat. Only about 53 to 61. It's still pretty high, but it's pretty good. It's not going to be really effective as compared to the Pebbles, though. Meanwhile, top lane is going to be a tri lane there. A little bit of a stun on mid lane, but that should be okay. Back to the top lane. No, the trial lane just broke apart because they know it's gonna be a hack and it's not gonna be really effective there. So Glacius and Berserker gonna be laning here. Engineer gonna try to rotate the mid lane because it's, I mean, this is a good call from OHPC, really good call. Engineer definitely is gonna land extra stun potential with Pestilence, and the both of them are somewhat a match made in heaven, if you can call it that way. And Impale is gonna land there, but a little bit slow response from the Engineer. He's just yachts behind there, and the stun coming out from Torture would have been an easy bloodlust if Engineer was paying some attention there. That's it, Kraken up against the Bubbles. Bubbles should have a little bit of a tough time against this Kraken because Kraken does hit like a truck with the splash damage. Definitely Engineer have got exceptional amount of well, you can say GPM because of the first bloodlust there, so that's okay. So far into this lane, about 2 minutes gonna be up real soon. We're looking Berserker having a really good kill, and meanwhile Maxi just tossing out kicks like free, but it doesn't really matter because it does hit. Only problem is that if it's hit in a better spot, maybe Pestilence could follow up with a kill. So that's a bit unfortunate for him, but he's just stacking triple stack Ancients, and that's a good call and good timing on his part. Also, just in time for the CAG there to land and maybe snatch away the refreshment rune. Oh no, he goes to hooky hook. A little bit sad to see that. And top lane now is just broken apart to just Berserker against Hag, and Berserker would be able to get sizable amount of fun, but Hag would not be interrupted by this Berserker alone. That's a down south. Bubbles in a little bit of a tight spot here. Here comes a hasted Torture with Impalement. Oh my god, he's gonna be able to catch up with his Bubbles. Bubbles now trying to run away, but only level 3. And even Takeover is not gonna save him now. Now only the God can, but the God says no. And down goes the Bubbles though. Mid lane though, we do see the MOA 5678 against a one-on-one show with the Engineer. Engineer landing a good kick there, but because it's only level 1, there is no turret to try and even clean up the kill there. That said, we do have Glacius up north here. Maybe Ice Imprisonment today. Oh yeah, he does have that. Thunder Blast might be effective also, and the flush is going to be used there. It does slow, but there is no follow-up after that. A little bit sad to see also. They could have bursted in down slightly earlier. Meanwhile, middle lane there, Moe in a little bit of a trouble. Rather Engineer that is, and Pesty now going to be the intention. And also, Ophelia comes into play. Catman Champion is going to be a heavyweight champion. He wins the kill there for Ophelia, the mother of nature. So that's it. 3-1 already in favor of Master so early in this game. And this game could be done real soon. Look at the GPM charts right now. It seems like things have balanced out a little bit. MOA now going to be standing by 290 because of the extra kill he had. Berserker also with good farm, so that's good. Kraken definitely because of the farming. And my god, I mean, Torture is just doing work. And this is what I like to see from a duel. Or rather, you can arguably say that they're still on a tri-core. But the thing is that Ophelia is doing a little bit of his pseudo, well, jungle role. But here comes Torture to mop out the kill on the Bubbles. And he drops his football. But that's good. No gold for him. Ophelia now is going to rotate to the Legion jungle, and that's nice to see. I thought he had dual support, but no, it's all due to the credits of Torture. He's just roaming so much. You know, he was at the mid lane, he goes all the way down to the bottom lane, and that's really nice to see. You need stuff like that to go on. A lot of aggression coming from Tether Masters, and that means a lot. Here comes the Minotaur. Hooky Hook does have that creep there. It's going to be slowed by the turret, but they're going to try and snag up the kill, or rather the goal on the turret. That's I do believe it's about 100 gold, if I'm not wrong. That's a lot of money there. Invisible Torture, not really sure if he was spotted. I don't believe he is. They're gonna go in for the kill on Pestilence. Oh my god, the Buck's gonna get squashed here with Bagon there. Great stun. Good follow-up by Engineer. Is here to try and save the day. Is he gonna be effective? That's the question. Minotaur walking really too slow for my liking there. Tariq gonna slow them even further, and a refreshment rune is gonna be waiting for them on the other end. So Pestilence is gonna be fine at the very end of that. That said, Hack is gonna take a little bit of beating up north again, and Hack against that of Berserker. Man, you're gonna have to check his farm here, but before that, here comes the Glacius. Gonna nicely eat through those trees and maybe able to pick up the kill on the Hag. Previously, the gang was unsuccessful because Hag was on full life, but here comes the gang, and it's gonna be really good. It's stun on Berserker, gonna be up. Ice Imprisonment is gonna spell the doom for the Hag, and she goes down really quickly. 5 minutes up and 2-4 here. And BN, man. BN, gonna have to pay more attention. Again, lack of wards, really, from Hellborn team. They got only one here. For I don't know why they got one ward here, but maybe trying to defend that middle lane, but also it doesn't spot out. It could be spotting out the extra gang potential coming from this way. After that, we'll be able to go down a little bit more down here, but I mean, that's not a good reason to put a ward there nonetheless. I believe that if Luck was here, he would be able to explain the reason or other rationale for the ward there. But that being said though, Hellborn's warding a little bit weird to see nonetheless. Of course, now Hack needs a ward up north, but he's not getting it, and it seems like OHPC is going to come in here to try and shut down the middle lane. Oh, Torture has done too much work in this game, and they decide that maybe he should go down. But MOA somehow getting a little bit more level than Torture because he just roamed around too much there. And MOA might not be playing support this game. Not really sure what's going on OHPC side. He definitely is supposed to play support, but oh god. Gonna have to check who bought those swords there. Yep, it's X and Z, man. X and Z playing as a torture. So it's gonna be a torture support instead. A roaming support, wow. It's gonna be really good. Now Hack on full health. May be able to kill because now Berserker has got a really ridiculous skill, and that's his ulti. It doesn't even need mana. So it's gonna be more than enough. It definitely is able to secure a kill on the Hack if he goes in. By just baiting it out, waiting, really being patient here. Meanwhile, bottom lane, a separate story is happening, and OHPC is going to be going down there. It's going to be the Kraken ulti on top of the chain reaction. Down goes the Bubbles. Just got eaten alive by a big takoyaki. That's it. The top lane now. Hack's still at level 5, and 5 is good, but Heck, man, needs to be really careful with 6 just yet. And here comes the Glacius, a little bit too hasty. Definitely Berserker should have gone in with a quick stun first. Would have been really good. I do know it does take a little bit more effort to just chain a stun almost instantaneously. But here comes the Pesty. And Pesty knows there's a Torture somehow, but the Impalement is not going to be effective because of these extra Snorter and bosses there. And you do have Ophelia coming to play here, but it's a haste the Pestilence for the next half. The time is going to be about 13 seconds before it's done. Extra reinforcement coming in the form of Bubbles as well as the Engineer. Not really sure what they're going to accomplish there, but maybe a chain reaction is going to end. It's really big. Shelter from Bubbles going to make sure he's going to stay alive. Meanwhile, Pestilence is going to try and eat out Ophelia, but here comes the Kraken, and oh my god, that's a big fat lump of flesh there. Great charge there. Tsunami Strike is charge, sorry, it's going to be effective. Ophelia does try with a juke, but is getting blocked by the big fat Kraken, but he does end up the kill with a splash there. Kraken ultimately saved the day, but Torture now goes down. Will they be able to pick up the kill on the Engineer because of the impalement from the ground? My god, the swords there definitely dealing a lot of damage and doing a lot of work indeed. Here comes the Kraken and maybe even the MOA. And Glacius, oh Mei picks up the kill on the Glacius, but he pays the valuable price and will go down. There's no way he's gonna run out of that anyway. So that's good. 8 minutes gonna be up, and so far all the trade-off, the clutch gameplay definitely working in favor of Hellbourne team there. Yes, ultimately I would say Ophelia did take the fall, but it's okay. They did manage to pick up the kill there onto, I do believe it was the Pestilence, as well as the fact that definitely the MOA did go down, but Torture did also take up the kill, so that's good. Or rather, the Engineer did go down. Yeah, I always confuse these two guys there. It's like fellow gunmen, really good friends. That's it. Pestilence is going to come in here for maybe a double damage. MOA is not going to be really scary at all. The Glacier Downpour is going to be also called out here. So Maxi is going to be able to pick up the kill there. 567 does take the fall. It's a little bit sad to see. That being said, though, Hack is having a little bit of a interrupted farm here. Berserker does have the option of putting out his ulti, but he doesn't do that. Could have killed the Hack maybe, but Hack does have Flash of Darkness. One point into it is still very good. And if he has got that skill, the Muck of Death, is it? Muck for Death would have been able to chase the Hack to the end of the world there. Maybe one extra Chain Spike would have been able to get a kill there. Strength Sap also. And popping the ulti from Berserker would be good. Oh yeah, that's the Carnage, by the way. That's it, middle lane there. MOA, it's able to run away, outrun the CAG. Exodus down south, facing impending death again because of the Torture, Ophelia, and Kraken. Kraken already at level 9. My god, that beast is just doing so well. If he does pop his ulti and Torture follow-ups like before, it's gonna be an easy time to pick up the skill. This could be it. They're just baiting it out. The Torrent's gonna be used there. Splash could be the call here to just end this life of this Bubbles. The chain reaction is gonna miss. The Kraken also gonna be missed there. Release the Kraken, not gonna be effective, and in fact Torture is gonna be facing over a little bit of trouble there, and the Countfield is gonna be able to stop him behind, but the pot's gonna come in quickly. Torture takes the fall. Kraken now without any ulti, without any mana, he is definitely looking to go down soon, but he's still inherently very tanky, and now could be looking to deal a little bit more chip damage onto the Bubbles, but I have no idea why he didn't try to make an escape for it, but definitely not enough mana. It could be the main reason why he didn't even try there. Guess you know it's gonna be a waste of time. 10 minutes, 30 seconds gonna be up real soon. Almost no goal. Late this game, very different from the first. It's gonna be pretty much tight down the middle here, split down the middle, and it's like bam, Fog Lightning is gonna hit on the Pestilence. That's good to see. Pestilence taking a little bit of beating there. Bubbles, meanwhile down south farming as much as possible. Just checking out on them. 7-8 here. This game could pretty much be a little bit more closer, or rather a lot more closer than the first game, of course. First game was just a complete walkover because of a basic mistake there by OHPC, but that's okay. It's game 2 right now. It's a different game. They have a little bit of advantage walking to this game, specifically winning the top lane. The mid lane might be having a bit of trouble, but Pestilence still is at level 7, so that's okay. I would say it's a draw. Down south definitely losing it again, but that's standard. It seems like both Suicide are doing are doing a good job. Good stun there by Chain Spike on the Berserker. From the Berserker, sorry, that's good. Chompin is going to be up really soon, and meanwhile Ophelia doesn't know what she walked into, and the Crips not going to be enough there, but the stun is going to be effective. Minotaur does take the fall, and Ophelia, man, only walking around 1 Crip. It's a little bit regrettable to see that. That being said, Heck should know what's going on here, and Heck should be playing really safe. That's a 3-man from the Legion in the Hellborn jungle. He needs to be really careful now. And he baits it out. This Berserker looking really seducting.
The Hellborn have destroyed Ancient Tower!
Middle lane does take his full 5-6-7-8, destroys the tower really nicely, and he's gonna now join up with the rest of his members up north here. A pot's gonna come in, it's the same Ophelia. Chain Spike's gonna be used on her right there, and Strength Sap's gonna be used. Also, same goes for Carnage, just 3 hits, and the truck finishes out really nicely. But here comes the truck equivalent for them, and that's gonna be the Kraken, and it seems like the big Abyss is gonna win this man fight there. And now it seems like Glacier's gonna try and pot it, but it's not gonna be effective. Engineer will be able to run away safely though. That's gonna be fine. It seems like Babael still not really sure what he's doing here. He should try and run away while he still can. The tower is gonna get denied, and TurS Masters gonna have to win that engagement there. 2-1. Might not be a very big win, but they did manage to shut down that Suicide perspective, and that's gonna be the Berserker. Maybe a Tsunami Strike. Oh, Bubbles getting body blocked there. Tsunami Strike is gonna be used. A little bit of a stun coming by the MOA, and it seems my Bubbles might be done here. Oh my god, he is gonna be done. A little bit of mistake coming by the Bubbles. Not really sure what he was doing there. You know, I know he doesn't have even the fastest moving boots, and in fact, it's gonna be the same boots as Kraken, but he did hesitate a little bit, and that could be the main reason why he died. It's complete misplay by the Bubbles. And TurS is staring and stalking on Pestilence on Facebook right now, just staring into his soul, and it's gonna land the stun maybe. Oh my god, revealing that, but doesn't know the X and Z in a lot of trouble right now. Level 8 Pestilence, but will not be a mop of the kill, or maybe, oh no, no chain reaction, and he's gonna pop the extra heal there by Ophelia. Even Raidmaster's Call is gonna be called out here, maybe now, but Torturer is gonna be joined up by the rest of his teammates there. A little bit of a pot back home by Ophelia, that's good, and here comes the MOE land a stun Berserker, but this guy's full health point. There's no Kraken. Where is the Kraken? We need the Octopus. Down goes the Ophelia. And now it seems like Masaram is going to get called out here. He is next indeed. Mackie Mac is going to be able to get a kill. And it's good. OHPC breathing a little bit of signs of life back into this game here. The ward is also going to get dewarded. And a little bit of misplay by the Torture. Not pay attention to his cooldown. Or rather the timer on his invisibility. That's a bit sad to see. Now looking to redeem himself. Can he do that? Maybe landing a stun. Maybe landing a little bit of an extra deny potential. No, it's just going to try away. But here comes the Bubbles going in for the kill. Maybe. Kelp failed today. No, but the Kraken is going to be released out here. And there goes. The Kraken is going to be able to just nicely Tsunami charge away the Bubbles. And it seems like it's a really good gameplay coming from. Look like they're doing really well as the Kraken. Reese the Kraken was just so clutch. And they pulled back the Bubbles a little bit. And that was enough for him to catch up. And, well, Bubbles, man. Misplays after misplays after misplay. If he went in there, might so is the Kelp field. He does have that, by the way. It's not on cooldown. I don't believe it is. That's it. It seems like now Team Legion is going to be looking to just back away quickly. About 15 minutes going to be up real soon. And Hellborn team doing just well. About 11-12 here. And they are having a slight amount of advantage. I do believe that the Kraken is completely unstoppable. Do note he has not died yet. Or rather has just only died once. And does have 7 kills. Looking to the GPM, Kraken definitely leading the charts. 451 GPM. Berserker also doing really well. But both of them are in the suicide lane. So it all boils down to the mid game. Or rather the middle lane for this game. It's going to be between the MOA as well as the Pestilence, and I do believe that they are doing fairly well. Based on that take alone, I would say that Hellborn team has got a slight advantage going into the mid game right now. Berserker spotting out the Ophelia, Could have ran for her, but of course Leoric landing a very trusty stun. He's gonna make sure that that's gonna be fine. Using a strength set for reasons unclear. Seems like Heck's gonna be a little bit of trouble there. The mark for death is gonna spot it out, and there goes Glacius is gonna be able to catch up. And Ice Imprisonment is gonna be used out here. Chase Spike also, and Bad Blast being forced out here. Be in all trouble. Raid Master's call. Is it gonna be enough? Release the Kraken. Gonna try and pull back, but here comes the Kraken. That monster just eats up the Berserker alive, and Kraken is gonna make sure that Heck's gonna be safe, and that's a really good romantic moment for both of them. They can now book a room. But that being said, man, OHPC, my god, they're just misplaced again. They try to pick up the hack, but they don't know that the pot in from the rest of them is quick enough. They have a ward of sight here, but it's not really being used, and that's a bit sad to see. Kraken definitely coming in the clutch moment to save his teammates. They're a really big game. In fact, right now, Tier 1 up north is going to be challenged, and it seems like mid lane Bubbles doesn't really care. Rest of them are still in hell, so they are not able to come back just yet. And it seems like the Tier 1 is going to be knocked off really nicely. Tier 2 now going to be challenged. Kraken leading the charge for Team Turtle Masters here. Turtle Masters, man. One sea monster after the other. First was the Bubbles, now it's the Kraken. Just playing this game really well, and here comes Team Legion, and yeah, we go HPC landing a nice Ice Imprisonment. A pot's gonna come in, but Kraken is gonna be able to tsunami charge away. The stun is still gonna be effective, though. Berserker now gonna mark him for death, and Ophelia gonna send him back home, and that's good. But now it's gonna mean Ophelia's in a little bit of trouble there. Splash is gonna slow him down a little bit, Torrent also, but that's good. And Ophelia is gonna be safe because of that. That is really good. I mean, Turtle Masters, man, showing the chemistry to be really good coming from them. They are the second one champions. I do believe that the roster has changed a little bit. BN, not really sure if he's playing Cycle 1. He should be playing Cycle. Oh, he was Iron Nun previously, that's right, but BN is going to be carry this game. And it seems like Ophelia is going to be spotted out there. But still, a pot's going to come in, and that's the trusty Kraken again. Kraken being the granddaddy of Team Hellborn right now. He's like, I'm going to protect you, my daughter and son. It's good. We are here to save the day. Oh, nice turn by the Torture, and that means that Bubbles is going to be equivalent to a dead Bubbles, and that's going to be Turtle Soup again. My favorite delicacy from China, but no, I don't mean that. But yeah, it's going to be the Bubbles dying. And there we go, walking the trap here. Engineer does go down. Great micro off the Crips there by Ophelia, but Heck is just so close to death. Now try and run away because they know that there's a Kraken in this jungle there. And Ophelia, complete good micro again. The chain reaction is gonna miss, unfortunate, but the Berserker just taking flight in a separate direction. Hi, son, your home is in the opposite direction. What the hell are you doing here? And it seems like Tadimaru might be able to just suicide himself. Misplay again. He was trying to run away from both the Kraken as well as the Ophelia Crips, but really running a separate direction is not good at all. Taking too much of a risk there. Should not even be there in the first place. When you know that someone in your in the Hellborn jungle got picked off your teammate, it's time to back off, especially alone. In fact, I do believe that he was partnered with what was it, Engineer? Yeah, Engineer even had a little bit more sense there to run away. Survival instincts at its best. Berserker, too thick in the skull. That said, Ophelia's minion's gonna come in and try and help to pick out his Congo, but I do know they're a little bit squishy in front of the big ape, so gonna have to be careful there. Kraken definitely taking a little bit of a tank there for sure. We do have Ophelia's touch up, so that's gonna be good in case things happen. There is also Ward of Sight, but it's not gonna be the Legion team. So Pestilence goes in for extra kill potential, and maybe the Kek's gonna connect. Ophelia hooky hook is hooked. He goes down, and we have the Hack trying to pot away. That's very nice to see. Pestilence going to try and chase him down a little bit. Or not. I'm not really sure what this bug wants right now. There is no swarm on the Hack, so that means that there's no vision, and he will not overcommit or overextend. That's gonna mean extra easy kill on the bug. Bagon, please just whip out your Bagon. Exterminate pest. But that's it. We are just looking at this game here. 20 minutes is gonna be up real soon. The Ward of Rev is gonna be placed, so just really careful to see if there's any Ward of Sight, but it's actually over here. So Maxi is able to just nicely defend the spot, or rather this War of Wards. Good to see that. 20 minutes is going to be up, 17-12 in favor of Hellborn team. Tedamas is doing really good here. They have a slight amount of lead, but 5k gold lead is really not a lot these days. And We got Berserker double damage up really nicely with Insanitarius also. And even Pesty, oh yeah, he's gonna be able to come back here to try and save the Bubbles. But Bubbles, oh, 3-man stun, big play there. And even the Kraken's gonna be used, but it's not effective at all. So that's a wasted Kraken. But Bubbles does take the fall nonetheless because of Engineer as well as Glacius. Now Energy Field gonna be called out here. Even the Bad Blast. And who's gonna win this engagement? That's gonna be Clash. Pestilence looking for a kill on the Torturer, but it seems like Torturer is gonna go down because of the Carnage. It's a truck. It's a goddamn 16-ton truck. It just hits like a punch. And there we go, one hit there, 298 crit. My god, but it is gonna be off effect real soon there. Insanitary is gonna be a full effect, and it seems like Pesty is gonna be able to clean up the heck really nicely in the background there. And also Berserker takes the fall because Kraken is the granddaddy of them all. Really nice to see that. It's a war of the muscles, and the bigger one will win, of course. Kraken has got too much tank, too much health points. It's like, so what, 200 damage, I can tank it up, no problem. Can you take my splash? Can you take it? You can't, because it does deal almost the same amount of damage there. But splash just proc only one in every, how many seconds is that? Let me just check. 7 seconds, because it's level 4. So it's still gonna be effective if he does kite around nicely and uses it in a little bit of a shady fight against the Berserker. But do note that Kraken is completely over level in this game. 15 is a Berserker's job, but here, hold that thought because now Kraken's gonna get stunned out there. Swamp's also gonna be used. That's gonna reduce his armor to 0.1. That means no armor at all. But Ophelia again gonna use the sandbag, and that's good. And Torture now might be, yeah, please snuggle in very nicely to those trees there because you might be dead there. Could be dead, sorry, not might be dead, could be dead. And now might be dead. Pestilence with the rest of his teammate looking for extra push potential down south here. Now newly joining them is gonna be the Engineer. Kraken gonna show his face a little bit more. Torturer gonna be in the vicinity as well as the MOA. We're just waiting for this game to happen here. 14 is to 21, 22 minutes in, and 7k goal lead for TurS Masters. If the Legion team screws this push up, they know they can't. That's why they pull back. But if they do, this game is going to shift heavily in favor of Hellborn. OHPC now just so close there, holding by a thin thread. If they do fail, it's going to be done to them. Ophelia now knocking on the Legion, or rather the Hellborn jungle, her own home base of course. And now it's going to be joined by the Pestilence because of a good water there by Maxi. And that is going to be an easy kill onto the Ophelia, or may not be. So, but here comes the Kraken, the granddaddy. I'm here to protect you, daughter. Don't be afraid. But Pesty does land stun. MO is going to pop the big Raid Master's call. Pesty, good try. You're just going to die right now. And in fact, the Judgment's going to be called out there, and it's going to be easy kill. Hooky hook. In fact, not just the Kraken dead, but in fact every one of them from Hellborn's gonna come back. This is a tight family, man. It's a tight community. We are the TurS Masters, and we're gonna protect them turtles just really nicely. But on a side note, do imagine you've got a Kraken for a father. What makes you? A monster? Son, maybe, but now they'll go Berserker in a little bit of trouble there, but it's gonna try and dish out the damage on the hack to try and kill her off first. Ophelia touch gonna be used, but the Engineer is gonna be able to nicely come in and mop it up. And now Kraken's gonna turn on here, and Kraken, who's gonna save the dad? The dad's not gonna get saved. No one comes to his rescue, and he needs it the most. A little bit overextending there, could have gotten the kill, but again, a lack of ward of sight over this region means that it's gonna be really tough because there's no vision over here, nothing at all. It's like, wow, really sad to see that. If they spot out the Engineer, they might have considered not going. But damn, Kraken just overextended, and that would be the second death for Kraken there. So ending his streak. I do believe he was on a legendary streak. That's good. So OHPC bringing some signs of life because the Kraken died. They've got about another 2k swinging back in their favor. And speaking about items, I haven't really covered that. Normally Lark would do a great effort to cover that, but because he's not here today, I'm gonna have to cover that. I dread that. That's it. We do have the Demonic Breastplate already completed on Look Like Leaf. I do believe that his next item should be something even more tanky. He could be picky or Insane Terriers. That would help him against the Berserker, extending his life a little bit, and in fact a little bit more damage also. But sometimes you're gonna have to play it safe though. And he might also want to go for the heart. I don't know, maybe a portal key for extra initiation. Those are good items on a Kraken for sure. That's it, Team Legion. Outright, he definitely needs Shrunken. And also, yeah, the Shrunken is gonna be good on Hellborn. But not to mention that there's not much of a magical damage actually from the Legion team, so can't really make up my mind there. But definitely Legion team needs a lot of Shrunken. There's a Bad Blast to work with, there's Impalement, there's Torment in late stages of this game, so you don't want to work with that. And of course Kraken hits like a truck. So, of course not magical damage from the Kraken, but it's still going to be really effective. against the hack. That's gonna make sure that you don't get slowed by the Bad Blast, and a big team fight's gonna happen real soon. Kraken now will call out his counterpart. That's gonna be the Berserker 1-on-1, please, but this Chain Spike is gonna be called out here. And in the background, maybe someone's gonna try and flank them, and Engineer is gonna try and do that, but he just backs up immediately. And Masters just really careful about his 5-man gameplay. They're gonna have to pull back. Also, Pestilence going in, dealing extra damage with the pot in stun by Impale there. But that's it, man. No big fight. Both teams playing really safe here. Hellbourne, if they lose this team fight, they know that they're going to lose the tier 1. And Legion, if they lose this team fight, they know they're going to lose the tier 2. So, who has got heavier stakes at play? Definitely Legion, so that's the main reason why they didn't commit to that. Of course, Hellbourne was playing a little bit aggressive. They could have flanked in with the Engineer. I mean, if he came in from behind, things might be a little bit different. They may not know that there's Engineer behind, and if he just blocks it out, the escape route there with a fat energy field, could mean, yep, this is about the size of the energy field. May not be the perfect circle, but yeah. Could mean that that's that. That said, it seems like Pestilence now is going to be facing off against a little bit of a trouble of his own. A nice Lyric stun and Minotaur stun, please. Good stun. It seems like Pestilence is going to be done. Yes, good micro by Ophelia there. Definitely. It seems like having a Vulture Lord, it makes it a lot easier to differentiate between a Vulture Lord that has got stun potential or not as compared to the Minotaur there. So it seems like the Kemet Shaman is going to be here, but he is not going to swap them out. Vulture Lord, of course, very effective in pushes. And that could be what Hellbourne wants right now. Yeah, in fact, gonna bypass the creeps and knock on the tier 2 here. Completely legit, by the way. Impalement gonna be used here. And Babael is trying to do a little bit of anti-push, but not effective at all. Vulture Lord now gonna put off the Tornado. Try and burn down, or rather burst down this Legion creep's life there. But that's good. I would personally prefer a Catman Champion over a Vulture Lord any day. I mean, I definitely like the Catman Champion because of the extra utility skills that he has, and that's one of the main idea behind the Catman Champion being a very strong force. Do note that it does slow your members also, so it's pretty good. Members as in the opponent, so that's good. Berserker now gonna be looking extra farm. He definitely needs a Shrunken Head, but where is the Shrunken Head? Not enough gold in the bank. It seems like he does have 2.2k gold. Should be getting it really soon. There we go, Shrunken Head nicely completed on him. And if just waiting to pick that one up, maybe Legion's looking for a bit of a push, but comparing this game, it seems like Hellbourne has got extra edge going to the late game perspective. That's the main reason why they can afford to play a little bit slow right now. And Pestilence, man. Kongor's worst enemy really is a Pestilence, because the extra armor reduction is just so effective. It mops up his health points so quickly. 28 minutes gonna be out real soon. 16 is to 23 so far, and you're just watching a round 13 replay cast match between TurS Masters as well as OHPC. This game happened yesterday night in complete tandem with the games that we casted, so it's extra coverage. It's not like we missed this out purposely or anything of that sort, so that's good. Meow Pestilence is now gonna be able to just face off against the MOA, but that's an illusion, so that should be fine. Yep. In case you guys are wondering when you can catch such tournament matches, you can always catch them at GMT +8, 9 PM, and it's up for most of the weekdays as well as weekend Saturday. There's no matches on Sunday because it's a rest day for the entire community. I hope that, or rather for the entire tournament players and stuff like that. Imagine having to play 7 days a week at 9 PM sharp. That's too much for them. So giving them a rest day on Sunday is very much warranted. That said, Kraken is going to get called out here by Pesty. Pesty still stalking him on Facebook, looking at him, maybe calling for a little bit of extra. Oh wait, he does take a little bit of splash damage, but calling for extra help here. Might be looking to cancel out the farm, but he does still take splash damage. Oh wait, he's still the farm there. He's gonna be able to pot away just nice. He does steal away the big dinosaur, rather the dragon. That's good. Did I just say dinosaur? Yeah, I did. It's a dragon. Sorry, couldn't differentiate there. That said, MOA as well as Torture doing a lot of work with the tier 2. Definitely is going to go down soon. Push potential from Hellbourne is ever so strong. Tier 1 also can get knocked over because Kraken by himself is not going to be enough though. And maybe a little bit of committing into this kill. The Swarm is going to be used there. They don't know if there's any backup, but because of the Swarm, they now know there is no one here. But you're all going to pot back because again, remember the mistake that OHPC made in the first game? They just pushed on and on and on, and when they realized it, oh, the base is gone. No Homecoming Stone. So in this game, yep, they did manage to pick up Homecoming Stone, and that's really good. In fact, I'm going to be looking at a Shrunken Head on the Pestilence really soon, so that's good. Berserker on the flip side already completed the Shrunken Head. Should be looking at extra burst potential items. I would really love to see Elder Parasite, but that's going to make him a little bit more squishy, but that's okay. I mean, with Carnage on, you just deal a shit ton of damage, and you need to make sure that you know, you have the attack speed for that. Ophelia calling an extra Lyric, that's good. 2 Skeleton King and 1 Minotaur. They might be able to pick up the kill even on the Engineer. Engineer now winning to walk uphill. Does pick up the double damage. It doesn't know there's a Skeleton King here. First one lands, the Minotaur lands also. Even the Skeleton second stun is going to be effect. Complete, pure, perfect micro there by Ophelia. That's really good. Kelfield going to be used by Bubbles, but Bubbles is going to be safe because he's playing the safe route here. Bubbles definitely, he has got extra mobility items, but standing at 0.8 and 3, there's limited things he could really do in this game. I would really prefer he has the Storm Spirit. I think that's going to help Berserker a little bit. If things get a little bit too harsh, if he gets focus fired by the Kraken, you know, it's going to be good. Or maybe he can try and storm out the hack so that Berserker can take out the Kraken first, or storm out the Kraken and vice versa, take out the hack first. It's going to be good, but because of that, they have the opportunity to take out the Kongor because there's no ward in his vicinity right now, as evident by the Engineer's demise. If they had ward, he would have known that they were up to heal. So that's good. The Kongor is going to go down. Token life is going to be completed on the MOA. I do believe the MOA is going to be playing as a carry for this game. He does already have the Geometer's Bane, sorry, as well as a Mighty Plate. What the hell is going wrong with me today? So Geometer's Bane is going to be up on the MOA. That's going to be really effective. Pestilence in a little bit of a tight spot, but he does have the portal key. So with the Homecoming Stone, he should be safe. Pot away. Okay, just going to pot there. That's fine. That said, 32 minutes going to be out really soon. 9k gold deficit for Team Legion so far. And GPM, analyzing it a little bit. Let's look at Kraken with 431 GPM, slightly falling short of the 451 he had earlier. But it's okay, he does have a total of 2 deaths if I'm not wrong, and MOA about 405, so pretty stagnant so far. Hellbourne definitely have got the same amount of advantage as per 10 minutes ago, so that's okay. But now looking to be on the offensive point of view here. They have got most of the items completed. Hack has got a Shrunken Head, so that's really good. Chain Spike going to be used there on the Kraken, but Orada is going to get this broken apart. A little bit too far there. Lyric going to try and land a bit of stun, maybe. Stuns the first one on the Berserker, the second one also on the Berserker, but where is the backup, man? There's no backup. A little bit of a taunt there by Skeleton Kings, but that's okay. MOA, in fact, even able to put forth a little bit of acid bomb to deal a little bit of damage onto this hero here, but not enough at all. Oh, yep, it's gonna be illusion. But he did bait out the stun from Pestilence. Not like the biggest of deal there. Meanwhile, Hellbourne is completely backing off. They don't want to push his bird. They know that they have got a late game advantage, so there is no real need to pursue matter too much. MOA there, completing the War Hammer. It means that he's also gonna go for the Shrunken Head. So teams this day is playing really very protectively, very defensively. Also, you can see that there is a total of 3 Shrunken Head in this game already, and 2 more coming up real soon. Or rather, 1 more coming up real soon, and that's gonna be on the MOA. I do believe that Kraken is also contemplating that. He does have the Mighty Blade. Should be able to complete the Shrunken Head anytime, but saving money for buyback. Oh no, he's gonna have the Shrunken Head. That's good because there's no real need for buyback still. They have got tier 2 standing, so that's the main reason why. And meanwhile, mid lane, Pestilence going for the kill on the Ophelia. Ophelia definitely is going to go down here. No backup, that's not around. That's busy farming, accumulating gold, and in fact wants to pick a nice shiny new toy that he just bought. So that's good. Meanwhile, middle lane, Team Legion try and put for a little bit of a push potential going in here. 32 or rather 34 minutes going to be up real soon. 17 is to 24, and the goal lead for Hellbourne is just escalating. It's just growing bigger and bigger. The snowball is just going to carry on that effect. Of course, unless a genocide happens for Hellbourne there and he just goes down. Or rather, they just go down. If not, Legion is going to be so very far behind. I would like to see a quarter ship take on the Bubbles though. And there we go, nice stun on the Kraken. Bubbles follows up, but it's going to be a Shrunken Head of Kraken. And oh my god, Bubbles going to get eaten alive by the Takoyaki there. So that's going to be the Octopus completely consuming the Bubbles. Wow, it's like we have dinner for lunch today. That's good. That's it, 17 to 25 here, and 35 minutes gonna be a real soon. Hellbourne team, they know that they're playing against a 4-man team right now, looking for extra push potential. All 5 members gonna try and expel the middle lane towers, but do note that they also have got token on the MOA. That's the main reason why it's a little bit more gutsy these days, with extra balls in him. Now the tier 3 is going to be challenged. We do have Kraken knocking onto the tier 3 here. MOA pops the Jomidas Band. That's going to deal a lot of damage under this tower. Is that going to be a nice defend though? Pestilence, that's going to be the illusion. He's just walking and strolling like a boss though. The real thing doesn't walk, he's just flashing. There we go. The pot in front of the Pestilence is going to signal the start of the fight though. Nice stun on the Pestilence, but it seems like the rest of his teammates are not going in just yet. Berserker just hesitating a little bit, and the chain spike is going to land on the MOA. And Pesty, oh Pesty, you're just a bit too irritating for Hellbound to bear, but they're just okay. They're playing it really cool, dealing extra damage on the mini Brax. MOA just waiting to die here. It's gonna pop the extra Shrunken, and also not gonna be affected by somebody and killed by the Berserker. Just gonna go in there, and this is gonna mean a kill on the Ophelia. Maybe he hits like a truck, 500 magical damage or rather physical damage, and it seems like it's gonna mean enough for the Ophelia. But the Kraken is gonna come in. One last hit, it could be done there, or rather the Torrent. But Insanityr's clutch play there is gonna make sure that he's gonna be alive a little bit longer. And here comes the Pesty to save the day. Berserker somehow stays alive. He goes in for a reason I don't know, but it's gonna man up here, and he goes down. A really questionable decision. He just back off there. Backing up would be a lot more wiser, and Pesty does take the Kraken with him, but that's okay. The rest of his shooter is still alive though, and Bubbles does go down. And nice hack there by Mackie Maxi, but Mackie Maxi is going to be a little bit of a tight spot there, and Heck's going to go in for the kill here. Yep, one last hit, it's going to be done. That's it. Hellbound is going to stay, or rather win the entire engagement with 2-5, a genocide for them. And even the MOA is going to use the extra token unlock. So that means that they're going to find, and in fact a split push is going to happen right now. MOA is going to address the tower down south. The rest of his teammates is going to do the this mid lane. Definitely Hellbound won by a very tight margin there. Torture, very low health points. Definitely looking back away quickly though. MOA really questionable as to whether he can achieve the melee Brax here. Glitches coming in to make sure that I can deter the MOA a little bit more, and Hellbound team, they're just happy, so they're gonna fall back right now. That's it, man. That lead just escalated to about 18,000 for the Hellbound team, and it's really scary for them because they are so far in front of this game, so far ahead, and Hellbound is just complete dominating so far. We saw Berserker clutch plays, but he should have just gone back and regen. It's a little bit of a mistake really if he just went back, regenerated, came back. You know, MOA would not have the opportunity to take out their bottom lane for sure. But no, he just had to deal extra damage on the Kraken there. Just so clutch. And also have to commend MOA though. MOA did land the Raid Master's Call on the Kraken instantaneously. So that's the main reason why Berserker just somehow cancel out Kraken with the Insanityr's. The Raid Master's Call. Really very good skill. Now Berserker should need lifesteal. As we could see in the previous engagement, there was no lifesteal on this guy. He needs to have the Elder Parasite. If he had that, would have been able to just maul down the Kraken. Fight of the muscles, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia G League, and this is round 13. This match happened yesterday night. It's a replay cast. Hope you guys are enjoying as much as I am right now. This game pretty close, and we like to see close games for sure. So definitely, Third Master's got this, I wouldn't say in the bag already, but I'll say that it's pretty close. Torture being a little bit extra careful here, and we'll see that there is no ward, so the Ancient is going to spawn for them. Kraken coming in to just nicely attempt this. They know that it's a little bit risky to do stack camps, but I think they can still do stack camps because they've got a tier 2 standing here and tier 2 standing here. But you know, so late into the game, sometimes you can't afford that kind of luxury because you don't want to hand it to your opponent. And here comes Ophelia for aggressive warding. I'm not really sure what he's attempting to do though. There's no ward on this guy. Might be a little bit confused. Hi, pretty lady, your home is in the opposite direction. That's not your jungle, by the way. Just saying. That's it. Hack's gonna come in here. Or maybe Ophelia's looking for creeps. Yeah, that's right. But he should have taken creeps from his own jungle, right? May have thought it's slightly easier, but there's no ward there. That's the main reason. Pesty comes to the mop up this kill on the Hack, though. And this is big because Bubbles stayed alive in that whole engagement. He thought that he could kill the Bubbles if it's a one-on-one, but Pesty just had to come and make it into a slight disadvantage for him. The rest of his teammates don't have the portal key stun. That's the main reason why, you know, Pesty is so strong in that sense. But I would definitely prefer a Pebbles. Pebbles would have been a lot more effective. I still like the Pebbles pick as compared to the Pesty. Personal preference there. That's it, 40 minutes gonna be up real soon, and Pestilence up north farming as much as possible. He definitely needs the X Curious, also known as the Demonic Breastplate in this game. That's gonna be really effective for him. We will be able to look at this game really well for Team OHPC if he has that item. I do believe he's gonna go back home, but he's still, I mean, that item is really expensive. He does have Soul's Bulwark right now, And it's going to put it in a negative perspective. Wow. Being really aggressive now, are we? That's going to reduce Hellbound's armor by a lot, because they know that there is already a demonic breastplate on the Kraken. That's going to give him a total of 23 armor. So if he does have his own demonic breastplate, that's going to be tying, that's going to be able to tie nicely there. Also, the fact that the Storm does reduce a total of 8 armor, or rather 18 armor. Wow. Yeah, so 18 armor is going to be the call there. So with demonic breastplate, it's going to reduce Kraken's armor to almost nothing. But one thing to really take note of is the fact that Berserker here benefits a lot with this Pestilence Plague, because the increased armor reduction is going to help him hurt a lot more, deal a lot more pain, showing Hellbound who's the pain master after all. And now Ophelia is going to sample it firsthand, but no, he doesn't want Ophelia. Maybe he's thinking giving it a second thought here. Realizes that there is a MOA in the region. He's going to go for the hack instead. Spots out the hack. Is he going to solo this? Can he do it? First he's going to land a stun, then a Mark of Death, but there's a double damage on the MOA behind. Gonna be really careful now. Double damage will expire. Calling for backup from the rest of his teammates, and it seems like it's coming. Yep, all 5 gonna play. Now it's gonna be a good time. He's gonna flash away though, and here comes the Glaciers, but it's gonna be too late. Hesitated a little bit too long. Their Berserker should have just stunned the damn hack. Would have been enough. But playing it a little bit too safe. He must be waiting for the Ice Imprisonment to go off first. And TurS is now gonna put forth a second Kongor attempt. I do believe that Kongor this time is not going to be challenged by Team Legion, because there is complete no ward in this region, if you can look at it that way. Yeah, there's a ward of Sight, there's a ward of Revelation, as well as another ward of Sight here. Reason there.
Kongor has been fled!
That's it. Hellbound now is they do have the extra luxury of the HoNTourSEA Live. Also take note that 567 having completed Rift Shots already level 3. I do believe the level 4 is in the Korea on its way here. Yep, I'm right, and that's good. And also the Grimoire of Power is going to be up on the hack. And also Kraken might be picking up that, I don't know if it's going to be Kraken, but I'm guessing it's going to pick up the XL Malphite. That is going to be big, because that means that Hellbound is ready for the next team fight. And is Legion ready? Hell no, because there is no Demonic Breastplate and Pestilence just yet. And also about 4k gold in the bank for Berserker, but he's just not buying any item. He should be buying the Elder Parasite. I mean, just buy the damn Elder Parasite. It's gonna mean 5 whole seconds of pure sure pain. You're gonna have to milk in and cash in on the Shrunken Death for 5 seconds. That's what I meant there. They're gonna knock on the Millibrax. Taking a little bit of beating there. Pestilence going in for extra stun potential, but will not do much of a thing there. He's gonna pop Shrunken in now, and they'll be looking, but the Military Barracks does take its fall, and TurS would have already won this pusher, but here comes the Minotaur there, completely buying time for them, and they do also take out the range barracks. And now if you want to fight, I'm going to give you a fight. Master of Arms there is going to fight against the Berserker, and a little bit of a mistake there by Berserker. He didn't pop the Shrunken in time. Engineer going to try and do a little bit of extra damage there, but the callback is not going to be effective though. The Kraken just hits like a truck, a shit ton of damage really. Berserker is not going to buy back. He does have a questionable item picker. Why the hell does he have? Oh my god, he's got Frostburn. That's not going to be effective at all. As you can see in the first engagement, does nothing for him, really. I would have preferred if it's a Rift Shot. Maybe even, he could have gone for, I don't know. Could have gone for Savage Mace, maybe save for buyback, but that's really frustrating to see that kind of gameplay now. Pestilence goes in for a stun on the MOA. MOA still has got the token, so he's going to be really careful there. Hack's going to slow down the Passy. Passy has got no Shrunken Head, so they could have picked out the Passy, but they just want to win this game. They just want to win this game. They're going to have Mega Crypt right now. Yep, and TurS is completely focused. They are not going to get distracted by a roaming bug. Or flying bug, that is a ladybug, or not really bug, but stack beater in this case. The Kraken's ulti is going to be used here. The Glacius is ultimately going to go down. Now Kraken's going to try and chase after Bubbles. Bubbles in a lot of trouble there. Bubbles is going to try and run away. Yes, it's going to be successful, and this game may look done, but it's not done. Both of these teams go way back, and MOA still has the token, and it seems like Kraken's going to be able to soak a lot of damage. It's going to disconnect there, and it seems like Torture also going to go in there and tank up a little bit more. He does have the ball knife, but this game is done, ladies and gentlemen. They are not able to get a single kill, and OHPC just defending it real well. Berserker being micro by his fellow teammate. They're looking to kill the MOA. Will be able to do so. Mark for Death is going to be used, so that means that he is going to get a kill. Carnage dealing close to 400 damage. God damn it, Berserker, if you had purchased the items I suggested, you would definitely be able to get a lot more speed up, stuff like that. But this game is done, ladies and gentlemen. TurS will win this respectfully, and that is really good. And if you guys stalk the HoNTourSEA website, you would definitely know this result already. But we all had to see how this went. So that's it, man. This is Babael and bringing you the second game alone. I hope you guys enjoy my cast. If you do, you can always follow us on our Facebook as well as on YouTube. The links are below the stream. Also, if you'd like to donate, you can also donate. Our PayPal is linked there. If you like my performance, my cast, please feel free. I am trying to raise money for extra webcam so that I can cast with webcam on, so that I can also bring you extra games with webcam. So that's it. A little bit of analysis in the previous game here. It's definitely the fault of the Berserker. Item choice a little bit questionable. If they so much as decide to go for extra burst potential, stuff that actually works other than Frostburn. I mean, who the hell buys a Frostburn solo into this game? It's not effective at all. You might be looking at Dawnbringer, but no, really no. That kind of item really is only useful against a Payberish hero, and not heroes that are already very good or rather tanky. It's definitely not going to be effective against a Kraken. So that's it. Also, a little bit of a roaming potential mistake coming out from the Legion team. I do believe that in the earliest stage of this game, it was like Kraken and Berserker had very nice lead there. They were both dominating their own realm until Kraken overlapped Berserker realm and he just completely overextended the top lane. I do believe it was the gank on the Ophelia. It didn't get a kill. Heck was in the vicinity, you didn't know that. Also, you had the Kraken pot in there, and Kraken was just playing daddy to Team Hellborn. That's it, man, ladies and gentlemen. I again hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll be playing a little bit of Reforce, taking things a little bit slow. The next cast is going to happen at 7 PM, GMT +8, of course. So if you are somewhere else, I'm just going to summarize these two in 2 hours. The next cast is going to be out by then. And I do believe that it's going to be between KID and AMQ. Again, going to be replay cast, but by then, Luck is going to join me for one game. I'm going to solo cast the other. And I hope that you guys will be able to enjoy that as well. That's it. What else is there? Yep, I am on low delay, so that means that I'm not going to take the stream off. Maybe I should, because yeah, people might want a VOD. But of course, you can have full-length VODs on YouTube, so that's where you should go for that. And now I'm going to check this Twitch chat a little bit. Yeah. Nothing much here, but thank you guys all for watching. I'll be back with more Reforce. If you want, please join channel, chat channel EGTV for that. And streaming you more games is EGTV. Thank you guys for watching. Gonna take a little bit of a break. My voice is a little bit strained right now, so hope you guys will enjoy the music. That's it. Gonna peace out. See ya.